What's going on? My name is Marting and this is Matter Hacks, a video series brought to you by Actionable Insights. Today we'll be discussing the Insta360 ONE X2 and the first time connection and setup of the camera. Now, this is a 5-part video series sponsored by Insta360, so big thanks to those guys for sending us out camera and equipment to test out. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, go ahead and check the link in the description below and it'll take you right there. So to start off, there's 3 main portions of the setup of this camera. Part 1 is the camera itself. You can see we have the silicone protection on there. I'm going to go ahead and pop that off now that we're on the job site ready to scan. Part 2 of that is going to be the selfie stick. Now, this is made for both extending a tripod and for, live action selfie shots. But in our case, we're going to go ahead and attach it to the bottom here. Just like that. Just get it hand tight. No need to crank on it too much. And the last portion is the tripod base here. I'm going to go ahead and attach that the same way, just via some steel threading right on the bottom. And you'll notice when we go ahead and extend out the 3 prongs, there is extensions that can go ahead and pull out. I recommend setting this up in a claims environment. You never know how stable the ground's going to be. What stage it's been repaired in, or if it's still in the pre-mitigation phase. So let's get as much stability there as possible. You saw I extended out the tripod as much as we can there, and we have it sitting right here, just about lower chest level on me. So now that we have the camera set up here on its tripod, I raised it up just a little bit. You're going to see a variety of buttons. Now the button you want to start off with is on this side of the camera right here. You're going to press and hold the power on button. You're going to hear a ding and a blue light pop up, and you're also going to notice the LCD panel start to populate. Now what's kind of cool about this panel is it's all touch screen, so you can go ahead and move it around. You'll see a variety of settings here within the settings menu. We'll go over those at a later time. But for now, we've powered on the camera and we can jump on over to our iPad or our Android or iPhone, whatever it be, and go ahead and connect it through the Capture app. So let's go ahead and jump into my iPad. Now we're all set to go ahead and download the Insta360 ONE X2 app and get the camera set up to communicate with our iPad. Alright, so now that we're in the iPad, let's go ahead on over to the App Store, actually search for the app itself, and get this thing connected, rockin' and roll. And with the magic of editing, we're into the app itself. Now, next step is to actually turn the camera back on. As you saw while we were downloading the app, the camera does time out, so we're going to go ahead and click and hold that button again to turn it back on. You hear another ding, and it's all set, ready to go. Alright, now let's go into the iPad's settings themselves. Ensure that Wi-Fi is turned on. And you can see the ONE X2 DM78GB.OSC. Yours may be a little bit different. That's what ours is called. That's how we're communicating with this camera. We're communicating over Wi-Fi. Let's jump back into the app itself. And this yellow camera button at the bottom will be what we're looking for. We're going to click Connect Now, and it's communicating, searching for the camera. Let's make sure this stays on. Cool, so we just got a notification to check the camera. Again, this is a touch screen panel, so we're going to go ahead and click the green check mark. It says it's loading on the camera, and I can see the visual around me. And then on the iPad itself, they're communicating and talking right now. We're going to go ahead and join that network, that Wi-Fi connection. Doing a little bit more thinking. Everything's looking good here. We're going to go ahead and allow. Cool. So now we have the opportunity to go ahead and set up and change the Wi-Fi name, change the Wi-Fi password, as well as some other steps here. Let's go ahead and copy that password over. And head on over to the settings. See that there, all set. So now it's time to go ahead and jump into the Matterport Capture app. We're all set, ready to go there. This is the Matterport Capture app for those of you who have not seen it. If you've not seen it yet and you're interested in this technology, definitely recommend checking out the full course. We'll drop a link in the description down below. But a quick overview, this is the Matterport Capture app. This is how we go ahead and actually capture a space. And we're going to go ahead and click the check mark in the bottom right. You'll see some auto population based on GPS within the device itself. We'll go ahead and click Save. And you can see on the right side of your screen here, it says Insta360 ONE X2. That's it, guys. We're ready to start capturing. a Matterport scan with the Insta360 ONE X2. We've gone ahead and set up the camera itself with the tripod and the hardware that comes with it. We've gone ahead and turned it on. We've charged it up, we've set it up correctly, and then we went ahead and connected via the Insta360 ONE X2 app via Wi-Fi, and then jumped into the Matterport Capture App to go ahead and start our first scan. So I'm going to leave you a little bit of sneak peek here. Let's go ahead and click that button and see what populates. That information is transferring over to the iPad immediately, bypassing any kind of file storage on the device itself. We're aligning the scan, and there you go. Sneak peek of the first scan waypoint. And there we go. We went ahead and set up the Insta360 ONE X2 for the first time. Went through the initial steps, and we're all set, ready to go to start scanning our spaces. If you went ahead and enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, comment, or subscribe. And a big thanks to Insta360 for sponsoring this 5-part video series. If you want more, you can always find it at getinsights.org. Thanks for joining today's Matter Hacks, and I'll catch you in the next video.